Growing up, there were a few things that I loved more than video games. Let me tell you what those few things were: drawing, dancing, like singing, dancing, kind of just being in that like music vibe. I've always just loved music, and more than like, I love feeling the music. I love being like almost one with it. So, drawing, dancing, making comic books with my best friends, me and my best friends, like in elementary school. Man, we were like always like the top of the class, so we would like either finish our work fast or we just wouldn't do it because we didn't care, and we would just like draw comics in class. My boy Samir would always come over to my crib and we'd draw comics together. And you know what, my boy Samir, we actually made my first YouTube videos, like our first YouTube videos ever, the first videos we ever posted together. February 2012, 12 years ago. Holy shit. I've loved creating all of my life. Always, 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 always loved creating. And it's a sad case. It's a bit of a sad story of mine because for 9 years of my life I basically just stopped. Stopped. So the thing is, like, I started my YouTube channel at 8 years old, right? 8 years old. Within about 3, 4 weeks, video blows up. 15, 20,000 views. Fucking crazy, dude. The numbers, man. The numbers got to me. The numbers got to me. And over time, I started to feel like, oh man, I can never hit these. I can never get these views again. I can never get up to this. Oh man, I'm not good enough. Oh man, my content's not good. I'm not good. I started feeling that way about my videos. I got to middle school and I started being insecure about my dancing. I'd see my other classmates dance and think they were better than me, and I'd be like, "Oh no, no, I can't dance. These guys are way better than me. I'll look like an idiot if I get on the floor." But 3 years ago, not even, like literally a year ago, I love being the center of attention on the dance floor. Weird. After fifth grade, I stopped drawing. After fourth grade, my best friend Jamar left. That was like my little trio: Jamar, and Samir. We would create comics together. Just me and my boys. After fifth grade, Samir left, and I was rocking solo, and it was tough. I was like, "Damn, bro, my boys left, and I made stuff with them." And here's the thing, like, always in the back of my head, always in the back of my head was, "Dang, man, I wish I was as good as Samir or Jamar. Dang, man, I wish I was as good as them. Dang, man, I wish I was good." And then they left, and it was like, "Oh, so I'm not good and they're gone? Why would I do this shit? Fuck." So now we're 11, fifth grade's done. I'm not drawing, I'm not dancing, and I'm barely making YouTube videos. So where's my creative energy going? How am I expressing myself creatively? I'm not. And that is where the hole starts. See, at 10 years old, I got exposed to American Pie Beta House. Um, yeah, then I started watching porn. That was a 10-year long road. And whether it was porn or video games or binge eating, social media content, weed, alcohol, I've had many vices. Women. I've had many vices that I look to escape my reality, escape the pain, escape the emotional irregularity, to escape what I was feeling inside, to escape the fact that I want to create, but I'm not. To escape the fact that I want to be doing something, but I can't because I'm not good enough. That was my life for 9 years, 10 to 19. But one day while I was sitting on a swing at the park, I was listening to the audiobook of this very book right here. I heard about the Artist Way a few times on YouTube about how it helps you or how it's helped artists like unblock and really start being creatives. So I was interested. I bought the book and actually bought the audiobook too because of like some advice from Alex Hormozy. He says he likes to buy physical and audiobooks and like go through them at the same time because it's hitting more like parts of your brain. Since you're reading and listening to it at the same time, it'll help you memorize, digest the information better. I tried to do that, didn't work too well for me, because my reading speed and the listening speed weren't the same, and I didn't want to do the training to catch it up. But I listened to the audiobook, and in the introduction, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was basically something along the lines of this. You had things that you used to love to do as a child. You are no longer doing those things. That is why you feel like shit. Paraphrasing, obviously. I basically pieced together that my depression was a symptom of me not expressing my true self, which was basically me not creating and showing my true self to the world, me not drawing and flowing in that childlike wonder, me not dancing and embracing that feminine energy of music and letting it come through me, me not making videos that help people, that teach, that share the lessons that I've been learning, that I tell stories on, you know? I wasn't doing these things. But I realized that when I was younger, I used to do those things. And I was like, holy shit. For the past 9 years, I've been telling myself I'm not good enough at the things that I love doing. And therefore, I've been hating my life. So, how about instead of having to be good at the things you love to do them, and hating your life because of it, how about we just allow ourselves to be bad at the things we love to do and love our lives because of it? I have put zero intention into becoming a better dancer, improving my dancing skills. If I was like getting like in on the dance floor, I was trying to dance with someone, like I'd tell you, like, bro, my dancing's not good. Do I care? No. I embrace that I'm bad at dancing because I fucking love dancing. And I don't care what other people think about how I look because I want to feel alive. I'd rather feel alive and a little judged than feel dead and not judged. Simple. Simple. I would rather feel the judgment or possible judgment of others that probably isn't even there and it's just in our head. But I'd rather feel that and experience the love, joy, and the energy and flow of creativity of expressing one's true self than feeling dead inside and allowing myself to never even get hurt or feel the pain of being judged because I'm scared. Do you want to keep feeling fucking dead inside? Like, no, like for real though. Like that, no, like, do you want to keep feeling dead inside? No? Okay. Awesome. So you have to let yourself be. Maybe you don't like the way you dance. Maybe you cringe at the way you dance. I do. Get over it. Maybe you don't like the way you draw. Maybe you cringe at the way you draw. I do sometimes. Get over it. Maybe you don't feel confident in your editing skills or your singing skills. Okay. Go put in some fucking work. Repetition is how we improve our skills. You will never be good if you don't let yourself be bad. And here's the thing. You're only not okay with being bad because you think you have to be good. Here's where the real work starts. Trauma is our biggest block on our creativity. Because the thing is, trauma, or like artist abuse, as Julia Cameron likes to put it is an attack at our truest self, our inner child, our creative self, our self that is full of curiosity, full of creative energy, the self that wants to make things and explore things. This is Source. This is God. You know what we are as fractals of Source, as individuals? We are all God, experiencing, playing, and experimenting, trying to figure out more about ourselves through the vehicle of ourselves. It's pretty fucking crazy, right? Okay, so think about that. If it takes exploration to figure out yourself, then you have to put in the work. You can't just you can't just stay stuck in this, like, I don't know where to go mindset. You have to go find things. You have to be willing to explore. But here's the thing, often our inner child has been told exploring is stupid, exploring is silly, exploring is dumb. Your creativity isn't going to get you anywhere. Your creativity isn't going to make you any money. Why are you doing this thing? Stop playing around. Stop goofing off. Just stop being you. Yeah, that's it. Just stop being yourself. How many of us feel like that? How many of us have felt like people have literally just told to us, obviously indirectly, hey, I know what you need to do. Stop being yourself and just wear this mask instead. And so what you do? You stop being yourself and you put the damn mask on. Here's the thing. God doesn't want to work through people with masks on. Because if you're not being true with yourself, how can God know that you're going to do his true work? You have to be honest with yourself first. You have to say, what do I want? What do I love? How do I want to live? And that goes back to your creativity, your authenticity, your vulnerability. Your inner artist, your inner child is the truest expression of who you are. It is you. It is your spirit. It is what you were meant to do, like embodied. And so, if our creations, if our art, if our content, if our businesses, if what we put into the world is merely a reflection of what's inside, a reflection of who we are, an expression of who we are, then how can we ever put out something so true, so vulnerable, or so authentic if we don't feel comfortable in our own truth, in our own vulnerability, in our own authenticity? If we don't feel comfortable, if we don't feel comfortable being ourselves, if we don't feel open to being ourselves, if we don't feel the freedom and love and joy of giving our gifts and being our true selves and showing that true self to the world, if we don't feel comfortable doing that, if we don't feel open to do that, then we'll never feel comfortable, we'll never feel open to producing and moving through a vehicle where we can actualize that. Creativity is merely a vehicle of actualizing what's in here. Or the creation process, like productivity, is merely a process of actualizing what's in here. And so if we can't, if we don't feel comfortable with what's in here, if we don't feel comfortable with who we are, if we feel blocked, if we feel like what we are isn't good enough, if we feel like we have low self-worth, or even if we feel disconnected from the creator because we're walking in duality, if any of this thing is possible, then we're going to feel blocked and we're not going to be able to tap in the source. We're not going to be able to tap into that great creatorship because we won't feel like we can. We either won't feel like we can because we're not in dual, like we're not embracing non-duality, we're not embracing the love and the gifts that God has given us, so we don't do it, or we're not embracing the love and gifts that God has given us because other people have told us that they're not love and gifts. Maybe they told us that they're stupid and foolish. We're not embracing them because we're scared of who we are, or we're scared of that what we like to do people won't resonate with. Whatever it is, like, we have this great fear of just being ourselves, of expressing our true selves. And it makes sense because often the trauma that blocks us, that blocks our creativity, is some kind of trauma that manifests as fear of vulnerability, a fear of authenticity, a fear of expressing one's true self, a fear of failure, for disappointing someone. All of these things stop us from trying, or stop us from creating, stop us from expressing. And so we literally can't be our truest selves, our creative selves, if we don't understand what these blocks are, and if we don't start chipping away, chipping away at releasing them and healing that relationship with our inner artist. Our inner artist is how we tap into source. Source is how we tap into creativity. And so if our relationship with our inner artist is damaged, if it's severed, we can't tap into our creativity. The healing of the relationship with your inner artist is crucial to your creative recovery.